Okay, so I don't know if you've noticed, but the Hillary Clinton people, the people who supported Hillary Clinton in the primaries, have gotten even dumber, more obnoxious, and more repulsive. So you're dumb enough to support Hillary in the primary. You're not a progressive. You're super fearful, and you're dumb enough to do that. Okay. You're still that stupid? Yes. You've learned nothing? Mm-hmm. Trump didn't wake you out of your stupid stupor? No. So I saw this tweet I wanted to share with you because it speaks to what I'm talking about. It's called the blame game. Because nobody wants to, we're not going to play the blame game. You hear people say that? I'm not going to play the blame game. I'm not going to play the blame game. The people. So this is great because it reveals, it says, on the blame game, some just want us to engage in the blame game. You know who said that? White House spokesman Scott McClellan said that. One of the things people want us to do is play the blame game. You know who said that? President Bush. The media has a fascination with the blame game. You know who said that? George Herbert Walker Bush. You're not going to suck me into that blame game. You know who said that? FEMA Director Mike Brown. Brownie, heck of a job. He said, you're not going to suck me into that blame game. Mike Brown. And this is from Jon Stewart. He said, when people do not want to play the blame game, they're to blame. So keep that in mind. And that's from a tweet from Zaid Giladi. So just keep that in mind. If you hear someone saying that they don't want to play the blame game, I'm not going to point the I'm going to play blame. They're the ones to blame. Blame them. I am. So just keep that in mind. They are to blame. The people with power. So whenever you see someone blaming someone who doesn't have any power or money, you know that that's also BS. Oh, Jill Stein, it's her fault. No power, no money. Oh, the voters, it's their fault. It's everybody's. It's the FBI director's fault. It's Russia. Couldn't possibly be that you backed the worst politician in the history of politics, because that's what you did. That's what happens. Here's a great. Katie Halper tweeted this out, and this is from somebody named Freddie Dore, who was on her show, and I just want to read it to you. She said, the story of this election, this guy says, the story of this election is simple, incredibly simple. It's not complicated at all. An election is a popularity contest. The Democrats nominated someone who is perhaps the least popular politician in the history of American politics. Her consistent negatives and unfavorability ratings are literally unprecedented in the history of our national politics. And that's who the Democrats chose to nominate in an election with a uniquely dangerous opponent. Yep. Not only that, they did it on purpose. They elevated Donald Tiny Hands on purpose. So there you go. Blame game. Only one person to blame. And that's that's Hillary Clinton and anybody who backed her in the primary. It's your fault. And I'll play the blame game because those people who are responsible for this shitstorm, they're doubling down. They're completely ignoring what the problem was. And why is Hillary Clinton so unpopular? Well, the big reason why she's so unpopular is because she sold out unions with NAFTA and exploded the prison population, which is why 40% of the prison is made up of black men, even though they make up 13% of the population in the country due to our racist drug laws. She had a big hand in that. Why is she so unpopular? Libya, she voted for the Iraq War. Her husband deregulated Wall Street, then crashed our economy, and they're still unapologetic. These are horrible politicians, horrible leaders. Bill Clinton was a horrible president. He will go down as one of the worst presidents in history. He hollowed out the middle class in America. Bill Clinton. He crashed our economy. He repealed the New Deal. He had a secret deal to privatize Social Security. That's why Hillary Clinton is so unpopular, because they're horrible. Not because we didn't like her hair color. I don't know what to say to those people who backed Hillary in the primary and are still clinging to delusion. Because it just goes to show you that half the left, meaning everybody at MSNBC, people like Joan Walsh, Ezra Klein, people like Paul Krugman, Karen Finn, they're all just, when it serves them, they're just as dumb as Sean Hannity on purpose, because it's on purpose ignorance. Hank?
Well, it's not like they lost to the conservative Barack Obama.
They didn't lose to Ronald Reagan.
They didn't lose to some amazing whiz kid that just could run circles around them. They lost to a clown with his hair on fire, and they couldn't, that's what's so.
And they keep looking for other reasons why they lost.
Yeah.
It's somebody else's fault why Hillary lost.
Yeah.
It's someone else's fault that she lost to a clown with his hair on fire.
It's like, what the?
Please go away.
Take responsibility. Let's play the responsibility game.
Let's play the responsibility
There
game.
you go.
There you go.
Finally. Doesn't rhyme, so it's not as fun.
Yeah.
But
blame game rhymes.
Yes, it
responsibility game. That's good toughie. Gonna have to work that out.
Let's not understate how much rhyming directs a lot of our politics.
It really does. If it does not fit, you must have quit.
That's right.
We got to get Randy Newman in here to rhyme that, because he could make shit rhyme that doesn't rhyme. Okay. Thank you, Democrats.